China has always been the cradle of humanity's most revolutionary innovations, from paper and gunpowder to the compass that changed global navigation. But what's happening now surpasses everything that came before. Today, this country has managed to develop technologies that seem straight out of science fiction movies. What you're about to see aren't mere futuristic concepts, but realities that are already transforming our world. Today, I'm going to show you the 8 most impactful inventions that only exist in China, but I warn you that when you reach number 1, your perspective on humanity's future will change forever. Number 8. Flying taxis. Have you ever been stuck in traffic wishing your car could simply take off and fly above all the chaos? Well, it turns out the Chinese took that fantasy seriously. The company Prosperity has developed the world's first commercial flying taxi service, and we're not talking about prototypes, but a real service that's already transporting passengers. These aerial vehicles can reach speeds of up to 130 kilometers per hour and fly at an altitude of 300 meters, turning a 2-hour journey in traffic into just 15 minutes of flight. The most impressive part is that they're completely autonomous. They don't need a pilot. The technology uses multiple electric rotors and a GPS navigation system so precise it can land on platforms of barely 10 square meters. They currently operate in the cities of Shenzhen and Guangzhou, transporting up to 200 passengers daily. The price? Approximately $50 per trip, a fare that's already turning urban transportation into an otherworldly experience. Executives who've tried it assure that after flying in a taxi, driving on the ground feels like going back 50 years in time. Number 7. Hanging trains. Imagine for a moment that gravity were optional. That's exactly what Chinese engineers thought when they created the Red Rail PMS magnetic levitation hanging trains. A train that literally floats in the air, suspended by magnetism, gliding silently at 600 kilometers per hour. This technology, developed by the state-owned company China Railway, uses superconducting magnetic fields to lift and propel the cars, completely eliminating friction with the tracks. The result is incredibly efficient transportation that consumes 30% less energy than conventional trains. The most fascinating part is that these trains can transport up to 1,200 passengers per car and maintain their maximum speed even on sharp curves. The pilot line between Beijing and Shanghai covers 1,300 kilometers in just 2 hours and 10 minutes, turning what used to be a 5-hour journey into a futuristic experience. Passengers describe the sensation as floating on a cloud, since the absence of vibrations and the smooth movement create a completely unique travel experience. Number 6. Multi-purpose robotic dogs. If you thought dogs were only good for unconditional love, the go-to is going to break all your assumptions. These robotic companions don't just replace traditional dogs, they surpass them in almost everything. They never get tired, never get sick, and can work 24 hours non-stop. Developed by Unitree Robotics, each Go-To is equipped with advanced artificial intelligence, 4K cameras, LiDAR sensors, and an autonomy of 8 continuous hours. They can run at 15 kilometers per hour, jump obstacles of 40 centimeters, and carry up to 30 kilos of weight. What's surprising is their versatility. In Chinese hospitals, Go-Tos deliver medications and monitor patients. In factories, they inspect dangerous machinery. In the military, they transport supplies in difficult terrain. And they even act as guide dogs for blind people, surpassing traditional dogs because they can detect aerial obstacles and communicate by voice with their user. Their navigation system is so advanced, they can create 3D maps of their environment in real time and make autonomous decisions. Demand is so high that waiting lists already exceed 6 months, making these robots the most desired companions in China. Number 5. Autonomous vertical farms. What if I told you it's possible to feed 500,000 people in a space the size of a shopping mall? On the outskirts of Chengdu, the Chinese have built what looks like a normal skyscraper, but is actually the most productive farm on the planet, 20 floors of completely automated agriculture and livestock. But here comes the really impressive part. This farm also raises pigs in controlled conditions on its upper floors, creating a complete vertical agricultural ecosystem. Animal waste is converted into fertilizer for the plants, while the vegetables provide fresh food for the livestock. The technology uses advanced hydroponics, specific spectral LED lighting, and autonomous robots that plant, water, and harvest without human intervention. The result is production 365 days a year, using 95% less water and producing 30 times more food per square meter. This farm produces 10,000 tons of vegetables and 5,000 pigs annually, supplying more than 100,000 people. Traditional farmers who visit it leave completely overwhelmed. What they do in a year, this farm produces in a month. Number 4. Intelligent exoskeletons. Forget Iron Man, because real superheroes are already walking the streets of China. The A-Town Model Y intelligent exoskeletons don't just turn any person into a being of superhuman strength. They do it so naturally, it seems like magic. The Attune Model Y can multiply the user's strength by 10, allowing an average person to lift up to 100 kilos effortlessly. But what's revolutionary is its artificial intelligence. The exoskeleton learns the user's movements and anticipates their actions, providing assistance before the person even initiates the movement. In Chinese factories, 60-year-old workers can handle loads that would normally require several young men. In hospitals, medical staff can move patients without risk of injury. In construction, a single operator with an exoskeleton can perform the work of an entire team. The autonomy is 12 continuous hours, and the system includes sensors that constantly monitor the user's health, alerting about fatigue or possible injuries. Workers who use them for the first time describe the experience as waking up with superpowers. Suddenly, everything feels light as a feather. Number 3. Air purification towers. While cities like New Delhi literally choke on toxic smog that kills thousands of people each year, China has found the most ambitious solution ever built: a 100-meter tower that works like a giant vacuum cleaner to clean the air for millions of people. This megastructure processes 10 million cubic meters of air daily, equivalent to cleaning the air breathed by 2 million people. The technology combines advanced electrostatic filters, germicidal ultraviolet light, and an ionization system that eliminates up to 99.9% of polluting particles. The most surprising part is that the tower runs completely on solar energy, using photovoltaic panels integrated into its structure. The data is impressive. Within a 10-kilometer radius around the tower, air pollution has been reduced by 60%, and respiratory diseases have decreased 40%. China has strategically positioned these towers at key points throughout the country, and paradoxically, in the coming decades, it could become the country with the best air quality in the world. Local residents joke that now they can see the blue sky for the first time in decades. Number 2. Intelligent motorcycles. Have you ever seen a motorcycle that never falls? Not even when it's completely stopped and without a rider. The Motoroid 2 defies everything we thought we knew about balance and physics, staying perfectly upright in any circumstance. This machine can accelerate, brake, take curves, and even park itself without a rider, but the most impressive part is that it never loses balance, even when completely stopped. The technology uses more than 50 sensors that analyze the terrain, weather, and traffic 1,000 times per second. What's revolutionary is its learning capability. The motorcycle recognizes its owner by biometrics, learns their favorite routes, and adapts to their driving style. It can arrive on its own wherever its owner is, follow them like a mechanical pet, and even perform complex stunts autonomously. On the streets of Shanghai, fleets of Motoroid 2s already function as a delivery service, navigating through traffic with precision impossible for human drivers. Traditional delivery workers watch them with a mixture of admiration and concern. These machines never have accidents, never get tired, and never arrive late. Number 1. Biometric chips. And here we arrive at something that will forever change what it means to be human. Imagine never forgetting your wallet, your keys, or your phone again. Because everything you need is literally inside your body, biometric chips have turned millions of Chinese into everyday cyborgs. More than 50 million Chinese already have Palm Pay chips implanted between their thumb and index finger. These microchips store banking information, personal identification, medical histories, and can interact with any smart device. Paying at a store, opening your car, or accessing your office becomes a simple gesture. But the Baino number 1 is even more impressive. This brain chip allows controlling devices with thought, browsing the internet mentally, and even communicating telepathically with other system users. There are already 10,000 volunteers using this technology in beta phase. Users describe incredible experiences. They can write emails just by thinking them, control their smart home without moving, and access any internet information instantly. Some users confess that after trying it, living without the chip feels like being disconnected from the world, as if you were an incomplete person in the digital age. We've explored the 8 most revolutionary and mind-blowing technologies that only exist in China, each more impressive than the last. From flying taxis to brain chips, these innovations are undoubtedly direct windows into humanity's future. Now tell me, what do you think about these technologies of the future? Would you get a biometric chip implanted, or would you prefer to fly in a taxi? Leave me your opinion in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos about the incredible world of technological innovations. See you in the next one.